All right. Hey guys, welcome back to another one. So in this one, I will be covering Widow's Bay. So the first season is out now, and all the episodes are out now. Today was like the 10th episode of this show, and I have to say that this was like one of the best shows of 2026 so far. Especially if you look at the shows with like the first season. I guess the Burrows came out this year, so it was definitely better than that. I guess it was it Welcome to Derry last year, which came out as a first season of a show that was really great as well. So yeah, I would say this year's it is this. This is it. If you catch my drift, yeah, whatever. So basically, if you have never heard about it or you don't know what this show is about, so it's like there is this island where the mayor wants to, bring more tourism and all, but the island has some mysterious things going on, and that's like the basic overview of it. And you know, it has like great performances, the comedy is there, and it's just the way how the characters react to a given situation. You just love it, man. And honestly, I wanted to make a video for every episode, but it's kind of underrated right now. But yeah, it's definitely another banger from Apple TV. uh, like this is one of the big IPs that they can create 4 5 seasons or whatever for. Like they already had Severance, and this is another one. It's still kind of in its growing phase, I would say. And it if it gets the right amount of publicity, I mean, it would skyrocket, I feel like, because like this show kind of has like some elements of From, or you could even say like maybe even The Shining, somewhat of Michael Myers in there. It has like all right, this might contain some spoilers, but you know what, I would try to keep it on the edge here. So there was this episode where it had like a haunted inn, basically, which would somewhat remind you of The Shining. Or there was this episode where was there was a killer who would remind you of Michael Myers. There was this episode where it was like cursed book, somewhat like Darkhold, if from Scarlet Witch, the Darkhold from Wanda and Vision. It had something like that. So it has a lot of uh, like those horror elements. It doesn't just stick to one thing. Like From, in From you have these From monsters. That's like the main thing. Then there are different types of monsters, but it revolves around that stuff. Or most of the horror stuff, it takes one thing and it builds the story around that. But here there are a lot of stuff. There is something going on with their age. A 37-year-old man looks like he's 60. There are restrictions, like you can't leave this island. If you do, you would get an heart attack or something. That so it plays with so many elements and it does it so well. And again, the performance were so great. I have not, I had not seen any of these actors previously in any other projects, but like great performance from everyone. And you know uh, it has a strong start. It's like 30 40 minutes episodes. And I hated to wait for a whole week. But you guys would be lucky if you start watching it now, because the whole season is out, and it got renewed for a second season as well. So yeah, that would be coming out as well. And if you are wondering that this season might not be like, oh, you don't feel like it's complete or anything, it's a good season on its own. You can just watch it. And like, yeah, there is somewhat of a setting up for the season 2 in the end. But like, if you just watch this season only, it would still be pretty good. So yeah, definitely check it out. And yeah, this has a lot of content, and it does not feel like, there are filler episodes in it. Like, every character has their own thing going, and you are interested in it, like you want to know what's happening. There are not, dialogues like, oh, and from, where we get like same thing, I'm so terrified, I know we are all so terrified, this place is playing with our minds. Like, it gets repetitive, but it's not the same here. And if I had to, point out any criticisms, I don't really have many, but if I had to, I would say that after like episode 8, you kind of get a hint of what's going to happen next. But other than that, it still holds up quite well. And yeah, definitely check this one out. And now talking about like the 10th episode, so this will contain spoilers, by the way, for the 10th episodes. So if you have not seen it, definitely go and watch it, and yeah, you can come back to this video later. Now, about the episode 10. And by the way, there is this, fun thing. If you Google Widows Bay, there will be an inside joke basically. So yeah, you can try Googling it as well. So now, about episode 10. So we know that Ruth is like the last descendant, and Tom is going there to, kill her basically. So now, you get the idea that obviously it won't be that easy. The final episode, all you have to do is, kill an 80-year-old woman. So, I mean, that won't really be that, it doesn't have that high stakes. So you obviously guess, like, all right, so that couldn't be it. So there must be another descendant which no one knows about. And who else could it be? Tom's son, because that increases the stakes. It brings life to that trolley problem. So now, would you kill your own son to save some strangers, or would you let the train run them over? So it really gets like interesting for the second season. Like, they can go, either Tom just comes out and tells his son that, well, see, this is the whole thing, this island is cursed, because his son also saw, the other guy being trapped in the basement. So either they could, just converse with each other, or they could follow the From's route, where they tiptoe around it the whole season, and around the end they are like, okay, yeah, let's discuss what we know. So I feel like if they keep up with, how this show has been so far, I think they will talk to each other, and we would get it, somewhat earlier in the season. But yeah, uh, that was something. And I feel like that the friend PJ, of Tom's son, I think he's, not really a nice guy, because he was the one who said, "Hey, I found a way out. Let's go over there." He takes them there. Then he, straps the girl to the chair as well. And later on, he locks that guy in. So that doesn't look like, a normal prank to me. So I feel like PJ is, somewhat, maybe part of the sacrificial committee, because we know that age can work differently there, from the like first or second episode where we see that sailor. So I feel like he's, maybe someone older or something like that, maybe. But yeah, that's just, what I feel like could have happened. Then there's this whole Ruth thing, that is she dead, is she not? I feel like she is dead, because first of all, she's 80. She already had those, drugs in her system, and then she was shot by Bashir. And during like the final moments of the episode, we see that Tom throws away that, their family heirloom, whatever it's called. So I feel like she is probably dead. But yeah, they could, take that whole thing up again as well, that she was shot. Earlier it was just drugs. It could have been like, okay, she was an 80-year-old lady, she died, maybe mix her meds up. But right now she has been shot, so there might be an investigation or whatever. And most importantly, like the bells that sounded at the end of this episode. So, in the video of For You and For Them, when they were in the panic room, we see that the guy says, for every bell ring, you have to offer a soul. So there were like 7 or 8 times that 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 bell rang, and I feel like they would either get on with it, like offer old people, or something like that, to the basement. Or I feel like, well, when they said, when they're talking about the mayors, like, for when we see Ruth talking about the people she has worked with, and there was this mayor that she calls coward. I feel like he was one of the mayors who would have denied to offer the souls or whatever. Maybe that's why he was called coward. But yeah, and there are a lot of maybes right now, and honestly, I could be dead wrong about a lot of stuff. So take it with a grain of salt here. I'm just saying my thoughts out loud. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of stuff to talk about, but the thing is, not a lot of people have seen it. And yeah, I would love for more people to watch this show. And I have been told by a friend of mine that the main character kind of looks like Saul Goodman, and his actions are somewhat like that as well, in a way, if you look at it. But yeah, that was fun too. Now, if you have already seen this, and you are wondering, well, what's next? The show is over. Yes, it's always kind of sad, because you keep following it for like 2 months, and then, well, the show is over. So it's kind of melancholic, but then again, we have a lot of shows coming up. So we've got like Rick and Morty going on right now. The first two episodes were great. The next two were kind of all right. Then we have got like House of the Dragons coming out, and then we have the Bear final season. Then we have X-Men 97 second season, which I'm very excited about. Then we've got Superman and Lois season 3. Then again, yeah, Supergirl as well. We've got Toy Story 5, I suppose, and a lot of stuff is coming out. And honestly, I I keep myself busy with these things. I try to get myself involved in as many things as possible. I follow F1, I follow cricket, I follow movie shows. It's better to keep yourself busy, I guess. Yeah, but maybe that's just me being weird. You know what? So basically, check out Widow's Bay, or any of the shows that I named. Currently, I'm watching The Mad Men. If you have not seen it, you can check that out as well. It's pretty good. I'm still in season 2. So, yeah, that's it for this one. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.